This is a movie about Ne Zha, who was born cursed, labeled dangerous, feared before he ever made a choice. And yet, Ne Zha 2 didn't just break box office records, it proved something much bigger. Local mythology can dominate global culture without dilution, apology, or permission. So today, I want to break down Ne Zha 2, not as animation, but as a cultural, emotional, and brand storytelling powerhouse. Because what this film represents goes far beyond China. This is a brand story school breakdown. Now, myths are emotional shortcuts. They survive centuries because they speak to things we don't outgrow, which are rebellion, destiny, identity, parental expectation, and society's fear of difference. Ne Zha doesn't rely on novelty, it relies on archetypes. And this is just basically why audiences across cultures connect, even if they've never heard the original legend. So if you haven't watched this movie, trust me, it is something you need to take your time and watch, because it reveals that myth travels faster than language, and so many people in different parts of the world were able to resonate with this movie because of the story context. Now, Ne Zha 2 is not about becoming a hero. It's about what happens after you survive your fate, which many of us can relate with. The world may forgive you in public, but it rarely forgets who you are. And this film asks every one of us a very deep question. Who are you when the label still follows you even after you have changed? This is a modern problem, and that is why the story resonates with everyone globally. Ne Zha represents anger born from rejection, which we can all resonate with. The fight against imposed identity, which is the identity people impose on you, and self-definition in a very hostile system. Ne Zha is not soft, Ne Zha is not obedient, but he is emotionally honest. And that honesty is threatening to systems built on control and built on stereotypes. Ne Zha shows us something powerful. When society defines you before you choose yourself, rebellion becomes survival. Now let's come to Bing, which talks about duality and inner conflict. Bing is not a villain. He represents emotional repression, loyalty versus freedom, obedience that feels like a prison. Bing teaches us that not everyone who opposes you is evil. Some are trapped inside expectations they didn't choose, and this is why the conflict feels human, not cartoonish. Ne Zha's parents represents society's deepest dilemma. Do you protect your child from the world or prepare them to face it? Their love for him is real, but their fear shapes Ne Zha's early identity. And this grounds the myth emotionally and makes it painfully relatable for us all. Ne Zha 2 does something really rare. It does not dilute Chinese culture, it amplifies it. Traditional symbols stay intact, cultural references are not over-explained, and the story itself trusts emotions over exposition. This is confidence, and global audiences are responding because being authentic scales better than imitation. You don't need to sound Western to be global. You just need to be true to yourself and your culture. Ne Zha 2 also teaches us that depth beats imitation, cultural pride scales, emotion travels faster than language, and myth is a long-term brand asset. This is why Hollywood is paying attention. Storytelling power is shifting, and audiences are ready. So, Ne Zha reminds us of something essential. Your story does not need permission to matter. When you tell it honestly, the world listens. So if this breakdown changed how you see mythology, culture, or storytelling, please subscribe, like, and share to friends and family. Because here we don't just watch culture, we decode it. And if you have yet to watch this movie Ne Zha 2, please don't hesitate to get to the cinemas and take a look. See you in the next video.